Hey, what's up, you guys? So I wanted to show you guys how to solo the robot the easiest way. So this is super easy. All you have to do is stand here and just watch what I do. So you need a dragon, a minigun, and you don't need a 50 cal. You need any type of heavy gun. You pretty much don't need this, but to make it a little bit easier, I recommend you have it. So you hold the heavy gun. It could be a flamer, it could be a missile launcher, it could be a 308 gun, anything. It just has to be a heavy gun. So when he pops out, you shoot him a little bit of times. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. You swap over to your dragon and you start stim packing. So we're just gonna let him. It's like the OG style, like you just wait for him to down himself pretty much. So that's all we're doing, just stim packing and then letting him down himself. And the reason you want to shoot the heavy gun at the beginning is because we have something called a bullet shield. So whenever you hit anything with a heavy gun, for a couple of seconds it'll reflect damage back to himself. So that's why you start off shooting it with a heavy gun. And now we just wait for him to down himself. So there's quicker ways of doing this, and but they're not cheap. So this is the cheapest way and the easiest way. I'll show you what you would have to do this. The quickest way, just the quickest way, but like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more pricier. So I'll show you my build, I'll show you my perks, I'll show you everything after this, just so you can see how unbelievably easy this is. So he's almost down. As soon as he dies, you swap over to here, you pick up your PA. It could be any PA, and you just set it down up here. Boom. You swap over to your minigun, hop on here, and then toxic goo. Boom. And then we just whack at him. So as you can see, his thing is going down. A little bit more toxic goo. And boom. And one more eating of toxic goo and we should get him down. So boom. So like I said, this is the easiest way. It's not the quickest way. This is like, if you're a new player, you could easily do this, what I'm doing right now. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let me get out of here. Let me run over here. So like I said, I'll show you the easiest things and I'll show you what you have to do. So I pretty much have nothing on this build. So we'll start off with my power armor. So my power armor is literally dry. And I went on my lowest character too. I'm on a level 300. So it's not like I have my highest character out. I have my lowest character, and my lowest character don't have a decent power armor. Yeah, it's all troubleshooters, and yeah, it's all Valkyns. But other than that, it's worthless. This is a 1-star. This is a 4-star, but it has like endurance, sprint, and then poison cloud. This is a 2-star, and it has environment disease. This one has strength and sentinel. So this is a decent one, strength, sentinel. Troubleshooters, endurance, another sentinel. I got 2 sentinels. Wow. Okay, so this is my armor. Like you can see, it's nothing good. So if you wanted to make it easier, like I said, this is the easiest way. But if you wanted to make it even easier, but it's gonna be like not cheap, you could definitely add everything to be endurance. You could add everything to be sentinel, and you could have everything to be reflective. So as you can see, I don't have that. But if I did have that, it would this would be so much easier. The robot would die quicker. I would not have to spam as many stim packs, and it should be overall easier. So that's how you make it easier with the armor. As you can see, I have nothing. And then to make it easier with the weapons, let me show you what weapons I have. So this is the weapon. It's anti-armor, bash, intelligence. So to make this you really can't do much to it, but to make it a little bit better, you would want to add endurance onto it. That would make you stand a little bit longer. No, not endurance on here. Endurance on your dragon. So this is a blank one. So you would want to roll it. The first star, the second star don't matter. The third star, you would want to add endurance. And the reason for that, whenever you hold a gun that has endurance on it, it gives you more health. So there's cards that give you more health with the more endurance you have. So if you would do that onto this gun, it would give you a little bit more health, and you won't have to spam as stim packs. So that's the dragon. Like you see, it's super cheap. Like I said, all I did is went and bought a basic dragon, and we're using a basic dragon. It's nothing special. You could definitely add troubleshooters, you could add limb damage, you could add endurance, and then that would make this it won't be cheap, but it'll make it quicker. Like I said in the beginning, you can make it quicker. So on your minigun, On right here, you really it could be anything. It don't really matter what it is. I just have this one because I don't know why I have this one. I just have it. I have it. So it could be any minigun. It could be any 308 gun. It could be any 50 cal, any missile launcher. It just has to be a heavy gun. And then this is the one I'm using, and it has to be anti-armor. I tested everything out. I tested troubleshooters. I tested anti-armor. Tested vampires. I tested executioners. I tested all of them, and all of them do the same amount of damage. And this is the only one that ups the damage. So you definitely want to go with anti-armor. And trust me, I did test every single option. I even tested aristocrats with max caps, and I tested furious with max stacks, and anti-armor still beat everything. Um, so you would need toxic goo. That's about it, and you do need a good amount of stim packs. So that's only if you do it like the super easy way. Like if you don't have a full kit. And also I don't have my builds. So my build is super basic. Traveling pharmacy you don't need. I'm gonna remove that. You obviously don't need that if you have that on your armor. Through a hiker, you obviously don't need that if you have that on your armor. Starch jeans, you really don't need this. This is just so you don't mutate. Um, Stranger numbers. I'm not on the team, so I could have done without this one. Action boys. You don't need any of these action boys or action girl or packing light. The only reason I do run these is because my power armor is so bad. Like I don't have AP on it. If I had an AP on my power armor, I wouldn't have to run all this AP stuff. But since I have like a really bad armor and a really bad gun, I didn't drink canned coffee. I didn't drink anything that gives you AP. So like I said, this is the cheapest way. You could definitely do it easier if you drink canned coffee, if you drink mute fruit tea, whatever. So you don't need that. You don't need packing light, and you don't need action grow. You do need this. And you do need this stuff. So this is technically all you need right here. You need bashers. So bashers is pretty much whenever you bash, you do more damage. The same thing with this. Whenever you bash, you do 150% more damage. And then Science Master, it gives you more damage, 15% bonus damage for 10 seconds. And then Faulty Spot, it gives you 50% more damage to weak points. So those are the damage things that give you damage. This is not needed. I just like glowing, so you really don't need this, especially because I don't have a teammate, so this is kind of pointless. So you could honestly take this off. And then bullet shield. You need bullet shield for the reason what I said in the beginning. You need to shoot it with your heavy gun to start off with, and if you have bullet shield, it would deflect back damage to the monster. Um, Radiation power expands a small amount of glow, so you do 20% more damage the more glow. Though that's why you want to pop toxic goo, so you start doing more damage. That's why Science Master stabilize. So in power armor, heavy guns gain accuracy and in our armor. So this pretty much lets your shredder, the minigun shredder, do it ignores the armor. So this is really good. Evasive is a good one. But I'm in power armor, so I guess you could take that off because it says no power armor. So this don't even work in power armor. So I had that on for no reason. Ricochet is the only thing I had. I didn't have reflective, so if I would have had reflective, it would have like been way easier. But all I had it was ricochet, and the power of ricochet took down that dude. Ricochet and bullet shield, I guess. One gun army. So this gives you extra limb damage, and so this is kind of pointless. Honestly, you don't need this because he's already crippled. Like he don't have a backpack, so this is kind of pointless. You could definitely do without this now that I'm actually paying attention to it. If you want to have it on there, just have it on there. But if you don't have enough perk points, or you don't need this. Just seeing that right now. So this is technically all you need if you want to really like broke boy it. Like just do it like really rough. Um, these are the cards I'm using. You do need taking one for the team, just so you do a little bit extra damage, and then Feral Rage. If you had this one all the way up, I could see this being really awesome, but I don't have it on this character because it's just a new player. I don't have really many perk points. But if I could, I would definitely upgrade this, and then you would take less toxic goo. But these are all the points I have. Like this is all pointless because like I said, I'm not even using anything. So all you need is these last two. You don't need any of these special stats. I'm not doing that thing where you add extra points to your strength. Ah, damn it. So I'm not adding. I don't have legendary strength to add more strength, because strength don't do nothing to the shredder. Like the slugger don't work on the shredder. Nothing works on the shredder besides bash. So let me go ahead and remove 1 point from strength, and you'll see I'll end up with 14 strength. So you see in the top 14 strength, the note 15. I don't have it max at 20. It's just I just have this legendary strength for no reason. And I'm just saying that because people are gonna be like, you have that for whatever for more damage, but you don't need it. Yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's super easy. Anybody could do this. It's not the quickest way, but it's definitely easy. And if you wanna do more damage, you could add all the. I don't even have those perk cards on me, like the gunslinger perk cards. That would give you more damage. Bloodied mess would give you more damage. Um, there's obviously magazines you could eat that would give you more damage. There's food buffs you could take, so you would have to spam less stim packs. I'm not eating any food, like I don't have any food going. Oh, I do have a food going. Slice of slime cake. It gives me 3 charisma. Um, so that don't do anything for you. Like I don't have any food buffs going on. I hate how people make videos and they have so many foods and magazines and bobbleheads and all that. I don't have anything. This is super cheap, super easy. If you had bobbleheads, strength bobblehead won't work. Endurance bobblehead, I think you should pop. That would help you out. But yeah, this is a super easy build. Anybody could do this. Hopefully you new players use this, because I know a lot of you new people be like, I don't have anybody to run raids with me, and you can do it with this build. And let me show you for the minigun. You don't have to have anything special, like the mods for it. So the mods, all you need is shredders, and if anybody can't make a minigun with shredders on it, let me know. If you're on PlayStation, I could definitely make it for you. Um, but you don't need anything. Like you don't need a sight. Like I don't have accelerated barrel and then gunner sight. I guess this one good because it reduces 1 AP. The AP cost, it does it down to 1. And shredder. So all you need is shredder pretty much and the gunner sight. Um, yeah, I hope you like it. It's really super simple. And I'll do this again with fully buff. I'm gonna go my armor with sentinel armor, my armor with endurance, ricochet, no reflective on my armor. I'm gonna go spec out and do all my perk cards with the gunslinger, the bloody mess, and I'm gonna fully spec out so I can show you the easiest way, but it's not gonna be I mean the quickest way, but it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a little bit harder, but I'm gonna spec out completely. So that's gonna be my next video. So subscribe if you wanna watch that video, or just come back tomorrow, I guess. But peace out, you guys.